Young Lei.
Worried about Zhao, aren't you?
Song Zuo said that it meant we wouldn't be fighting Zhao anytime soon for sure. But I don't know. I just can't take on Li Mu soon enough.
To get revenge.
It's a little different from your revenge, though.
We're both settling old scores, I believe.
Let's get our revenges over with, right?
Yes. Huh?
What is it?
The post horse is coming.
Hey you, messenger man! Where have you been?
Go on ahead! Say your names and they'll let you pass!
Got it! Li Mu, for some reason, is in Xianyang? What's going on?
That man has made a downright mess of absolutely everything. Acting without His Highness is okay. It's an outrage that won't be tolerated, Lu Bu Wei.
Calm yourself now, Lord Shang Wen.
How can I calm myself in the midst of all this?
It is crucial that we consider what the man is precisely thinking now.
Thinking? He isn't thinking at all!
I come back for a rare visit, and look at all the big commotion you're causing here. Your little prank is a bit much, I believe, Minister.
Lu Bu Wei was once a merchant who traveled from kingdom to kingdom. Some 10 years earlier, while living in Zhao, he made the acquaintance of a young man named Lord Together to rebuild the relations between the kingdoms of Qin and Zhao. Having gained favor with King Dao Xiang and wanting to please him, Lord Chunping paid a secret visit to Qin. There, of all things, he was abducted by Lu Bu Wei, who then sent a ransom note demanding a visit from the Chancellor in return for the hostage.
Summon Li Mu!
You can't do this, my lord! You may as well be offering yourself up to die!
Kaina is absolutely right. The Wang Yi incident has Qin up in arms.
What exactly is our king thinking swapping someone like Li Mu for a nobody like Lord Chunping?
Please, wait a moment, Li Mu. The ministers are reasoning with His Highness.
Such persuasion is futile.
General Gongsun Long!
Our king will not entertain any other opinion on the matter. Qin certainly has hit us exactly where it hurts the most.
I do believe Liu understands our king's temperament all too well.
Will you go then?
I've been told that to refuse is to be beheaded for treason.
You're risking your life.
I'm risking it either way. And besides, it is a good chance to see Xiangyang and this Lu Bu Wei fellow too. 3 monarchs ago now, King Wuling once risked his life to ride into Xiangyang.
I've heard that story. King Wuling pretended to be a Zhao messenger. Zhao Bu to gain an audience with King Zhao. Is Li Mu looking to do the same?
But my host has practically foisted this opportunity onto me now. How can I not accept to go?
I shall ready the troops and accompany you.
That's reassuring.
Li Mu will reach Xianyang very soon.
How does the Minister of the Right propose we handle this?
And where is the army? Stationed at the south gate now. Those were the minister's orders.
What? However, if worse comes to worse, I think that—
Damn! Where is the minister right now anyway?
Silence! What is the use in fussing and fighting at this late hour? You shall welcome Li Mu, and wait for the minister. Understood?
Lu Bu Wei, what were you thinking with this stunt of yours?
May I, my lord? They are running a riot there.
Li Si, how do you take this Li Mu fellow exactly?
Sir, his intelligence handling in the last battle was almost beyond belief. As a tactician, he has broken the mold, and he's dangerous.
That is not what I meant whatsoever. I was born in the country of Han in Yangzai, and clawed my way to my rank from a mere merchant. I still have a keen eye for real quality. So now then, what kind of man is this Li Mu?
Everyone's running around like crazy. Feels like a whole other palace.
Hurry now! This way!
Oh. Lord Changping.
I thank you for coming here. We have heard of your exploits on the front lines, Shin of the Fei Shin Force.
Hey, listen. Bow down your head.
You're the one who called me here.
Are you mad? This personage is the army's high commander.
Enough. We shall speak alone. Leave us now.
Yes, my lord.
Choose your words wisely, Shin. I speak not as one of Lu's 4 pillars, but speak as High Commander of all of Qin.
Li Mu has entered Shanyang.
Things are going to start now.
Li Mu, huh? I wonder if Kain is here too.
Maybe so.
They are not scared of going into the heart of enemy territory?
They must be petrified. But then, I am wondering about something else.
Huh? Like what exactly?
I tried looking at it from my teacher's point of view right now. The minister is the one who summoned Li Mu.
Even I'm not aware of the Minister's true intentions, but then we must be very well prepared.
Prepared?
Disguise yourself as sentries, and then sneak into the meeting.
If the unthinkable happens with Qin's fate hanging in the balance, I am quite positive about all of this.
On my signal, cut Li Mu down.
My teacher will issue a key command.
Ah, yes, Shin and Qiang Lei of the Fei Shin Force have been summoned to come here right now. He Liao Diao, weren't you and Shin quite close then?
There's no way!
You're telling me to become an assassin?
I am.
There's no way! Who would stoop to such a cowardly trick? Why, I'd be too ashamed to even look General Wang Yi in the eye afterwards!
If you won't do it, another simply will.
Meng Wu! Tang and the commanders!
Shin, my calling you here was the smallest kindness I could offer to the one who received Wang Yi's poleaxe. I do not know why, but the minister has allowed the Zhao contingent to stay armed. It has taken a strange form, but at this point, it can only be war.
I am Li Mu, Chancellor of Zhao.
I am Qin's minister, Lu Buwei.
This is Li Mu? His looks say one thing, but the powerful stink of war about him is telling another story.
Indeed. Li Mu, the military man, has been on countless battlefields. It was that experience that supported his strategy and made it possible to lay Wang Yi low.
Seems Zhao is simply overwhelmed by the greatness of their own minister. How interesting.
And so we meet at last, Chancellor Li Mu.
It is a pleasure, Minister Lu Buwei. I do mean it.
They're laughing.
Truly, thank you for coming all this way, Chancellor. So how is Handan doing nowadays? It must have grown quite a bit since I was there last.
Unfortunately, I stay in the frontier lands, so I can't speak to any changes, but I'm sure you must be right.
Handan takes me back. A capital like Xiangyang, but differing in opulence. Why, Handan could be the capital of the whole Middle Kingdom.
Here it is, some dozen years after having left Zhao. With you now minister of the great land of Qin, you must be so resourceful.
Zhao may be my second home, but I am now a minister of Qin, its enemy. In addition to that, now that we are fighting my old homeland, its people must look upon me with contempt. I'd imagine so.
Not at all. Improving one's station by serving different nations is just the way of war. Actually, Zhao rejoices to have brought forth such a great man.
That's good to hear. And you, Li Mu, you have been Chancellor for only a year or so. How are you finding it? Is it difficult being so popular after having such success in last year's battle?
If I may be frank, in a word, it is stifling. I'm not the leader type, so to be entrusted with the kingdom and its people is proving to be a terrific burden on my shoulders, I'm afraid. And I'm not used to the elegance of cities. I would like to return to the frontier.
Huh?
Defend the land with friends, start a family, tend sheep, and grow old in due time. Those are the things I would want. That's the kind of peaceful life I want to lead.
Oh, how you jest. To think a national hero as yourself would nurse such a disheartening dream. I expected the man who was able to finish Wang Yi to be bigger than all of that, you see.
Quite the opposite. It's because I'm a small man that I formulate these cunning strategies. You may call it craven, but I will do whatever it takes to remain unharmed. Since becoming Chancellor, I have truly come to envy daring men such as yourself, you see. But if I were daring, I would never have gone after Wang Yi.
I understand. So you're a coward then. That's it. Now, shall we move on to the matter at hand? You will be dying here before all of us. What? If you were just an ordinary tactician, you would not be worth killing at all, but you are not ordinary in the least. Call yourself a coward if you wish, but that is no way to show your greatness. It is clear that you are not greedy. As the very embodiment of greed myself, I tend to view such people as rather trivial. Yet you come across as powerful, and so I shall kill you. However, this surely was not an unforeseen development for you. So then, Li Mu the genius, how shall we send you to your death?
I come bearing a very precious gift, of course.
That is a pointless and empty gesture, unless it is indeed more valuable than your very own head.
Yes, I understand.
That's his gift? A map?
No, it's not that.
Do you know about this, General Gong Sunglong?
Nothing.
If you will let me speak as if I was Qin's very own strategist for the moment.
I am listening.
So, the Middle Kingdom is in the age of the 7 warring states, right? But these 7 kingdoms differ in their own might. There's Qin, which expanded its power during King Zhao's reign, and Chu, which spans half of the Middle Kingdom. These 2 are at the top, and Zhao, Wei, Qi, and Yan are in the middle. Han is at the bottom with its smaller size and weaker army. These 7 kingdoms maintain an exquisite balance, fighting one another for nearly 200 years now. But if we here in Qin truly want to conquer the Middle Kingdom, then we must stamp out the other nations one by one. Firstly, we would turn to the weaker Han. Han is significant for Qin. Han is blocking Qin's path to the rest of the Middle Kingdom. Until the time comes when Qin finally destroys Han, our dream will never be realized. Now, here's the rub in the situation that you must understand. You see, the weak kingdom of Han will never fall. If Qin tries to take it down, it will face a war. Zhao and Wei will send reinforcements into Han. That situation is unavoidable.
Say what?
So then, Wei and Zhao see Han as the shield keeping Qin in check. Without Han, Qin's sword would soon be at their necks, and they will jump in to defend Han. So Han shouldn't be Qin's first target at all. Go after Wei. Give Wei a thorough beating until they lack the strength to help Han at all. Once you've done that, only Zhao can come to Han's aid. But this is where I, Chancellor Li Mu, vow that Zhao will provide Han with no assistance. But there are strings attached, of course. I shall go back to being Chancellor Li Mu of Zhao as before. My lovely land of Zhao is nestled between Yan and Qin, with whom we have a storied past. Zhao's greatest challenge is having to divide its power between them. Therefore, we will henceforth focus on our battle with Yan. At this time, Qin will make a promise not to lay a single finger on Zhao whatsoever.
Wait, is that an...
You mean to make...
That's right, a Qin-Zhao alliance.
An alliance? Zhao and Qin? Allies?
Who are you kidding? Why should we ever enter into an alliance with the likes of you? I have had enough of this farce! Tell him that you have to please the minister! On behalf of the late General Wang Yi, I, Lu Wu Wei, will knock every one of your heads off your shoulders!
You should know your place. There is no farce here. I do understand just how you feel, but soldiers are not welcome here at all. This is surprising indeed. For Zhao to propose an unlikely alliance with Qin.
Killing Li Mu here would cost Qin the trust of the other 6 nations. There are many drawbacks to remaining independent. This is not a bad idea at all. We found common ground, Lu Bu Wei.
Well, I refuse.
He said no?
Of course, someone like Li Mu would come proposing an alliance. Allying with Zhao at this juncture would greatly benefit both kingdoms, no doubt. However, as for Li Mu the proposer, you are Zhao's one and only treasure now, I believe. In comparing the sheer value of your head to that of this possible alliance, I clearly find that, by a small margin, your head is the greater prize. But that's why there's leeway in negotiations.
Negotiations?
Let's see here. All right, Li Mu. How about we take one of your castles?
Castles? Did he say castle?
You mean for me to simply hand over a castle to you?
Of course I do. I know the absolute perfect spot. It's where I often traveled way back in my merchant days. In Hangao, wasn't it, I believe?
Hangao, he said. Li Mu, my lord.
Hangao, is that the one in the southwest of Zhao?
Undoubtedly so. Thanks to changing borders, Hangao has experienced the recent surge in military importance. With that in mind, Li Mu started boosting the area's defense as soon as he became Chancellor, building a giant castle at its center that we are told is near completion. If we attempted to capture that castle, how many soldiers' lives, how much money, how much time would it take? To simply demand the castle in Hangao is utterly mad. It's Lu Bu Wei.
Well, that's our minister for you. He drives a hard bargain, doesn't he? Surely he would be satisfied with the common ground that would exist of a Qin-Zhao alliance. It's his merchant spirit that's making him squeeze a little harder than he really needs to. Now then, it's down to Li Mu. Will he be able to lower the minister's asking price somewhat?
It's not for me to decide if you may or may not have a castle. If I may return to Zhao and get the king's...
You may not. Say you will give it to us, and the king will promptly allow it. After all, we have Lord Chunping, and the king wants him back badly enough that he'd risk your life first.
Perhaps you'd consider another castle then. That one is still being built, and it's very close to the Wei border that it is hardly convenient for Qin.
No, I want Hangao. It would take 10 lesser castles to equal that one. Take heed now, Li Mu. In absolutely all my sales negotiations thus far, I have never once budged from my bottom line.
I have only 5 years grace remaining now, I'm afraid. In 5 years, I will be 22 years old.
So that means...
My crowning ceremony. Once I am finally crowned, I will be recognized as Qin's ruler both at home and abroad. When that happens, some in Lu's faction are sure to come over to my side.
5 years is plenty!
Shin!
We're not playing around here at all! If they're coming in 5 years to put an end to this, that's when we fight!
Exactly so. And Shin, what about you exactly then? Can you make general in 5 short years?
A general? In 5 years?
The general I mobilize with my very first command will be you, Shin.
Even if Lu Buwei does come to crush him, I do believe that Zhang will be the undisputed king of all Qin. Which means... I'll do it, Zhang. In 5 years, I'll be a general. You can bet on it!
'Zhao alliance was complete and Qin returned to the Feishin force, the squadron only continued to grow, displaying its ferocity on the front lines.
Well, so you are the squad that's been pushing its luck around these parts.
He's huge!
Way bigger than Long Chuan.
Bring your commander out front. Gang Tan here will send his head into orbit with my three-headed mace.
Darn it! I can't be wasting time on dimwits like you, because I only have 5 years.
Retreat!
We just keep on winning.
Soon no one will stand up to us. Go Phasian Force!
Aren't you full of yourself? You hardly even lift a finger out there.
That's true, but boy, he can really talk us up.
Oh, shut up! Why not bask a little in the afterglow of another victory?
I guess. What I mean by this is, who really knows if Wei Ping will be alive tomorrow?
Now wait a second! I am so not gonna die! I'll come home alive, so Dong Mei can love me up, my sweet baby Dong Mei! My baby!
Is that the face of a victorious commander? Long time no see, Shin.
Hey, B.
Talk about a surprise. To think the Phasian Force is this famous on the front lines. As soon as I heard, I knew you'd be here.
Only 'cause these front lines are small. Doesn't take much to get your name out there. All of this really means nothing to me.
Just as I thought. You are champing at the bit. I knew it was worth coming all this way to see you.
Now that you mention it, what are you doing out here?
I'm on my way to my post at Yashui Castle. Shin, the results of the Qin and Zhao alliance are coming to the light. Our strategy to attack Wei. Since we don't have to be wary of Zhao anymore, we can focus absolutely all of our military power exclusively on Wei, you see. So Xianyang's formed a grand strategy to send troops into Shanyang and Wei, to take the region's 20 castles in just one fell swoop.
How is that even possible?
This is still highly confidential. But I came all this way to tell you anyway, Shin. If you want to keep climbing the ranks, your best bet is to win big in a really huge battle like this one. But first, you absolutely have to be placed in a very crucial position right within the army. Do you understand me?
Why is that?
You can't expect great results at the edges of the battlefield. For logistical support, you know.
Makes sense.
So this is no time to be disheartened, Shin. The Wei offensive will likely get started in less than a year from now. Until then, keep chalking up win after win, no matter how small, and get into a better position for the actual real fight. However, this information's already been leaked to military commanders, I should warn you. You can clearly tell, it's obvious by all of the ambitious men at the front lines ready to put all of what I've said into practice.
Yes, of course, B. We're not the only ones that are shooting for the stars. But that doesn't mean we're gonna lose to them.
You go get them, Shin.
Thanks for coming out here to tell me all of this. I can always count on you, my man B.
Do not thank me. You are like a little brother I have to keep my eye on, you understand? Give me some intel on the units in this area. Their scale, for instance. Their achievements. Anything will do.
Sir!
Maybe that was a little meddling of me.
Some days later, an unusually large battle was unfolding on the front lines where Shin and his troops found themselves. The Wei army had mustered from throughout the area to push back the front lines and were now more than 10,000 strong. The Qin army mustered their troops to the north and south, intending to attack Wei from both sides. It was the first mid-sized battle in this part of the kingdom.
Here we go, Commander. There's 10,000 troops.
No sitting this one out now, huh, Shin?
Right. The Phasian Force will stay an independent reserve squadron. We can go where we want during the battle, but don't count on any other help. Wait for the best chance, and go for their general on our sheer strength. Qianglei, what's your take on all of this?
The Qin army will likely make it to the main force before reaching stalemate. If you want their general, start back here first. Circle around behind their main force, then rush them. Of course, it won't be easy to break through their defenses at all.
Yuan? Lu Yan?
No objections.
Same here.
Okay, let's do this!
Push, push! Push on in!
It's no use. We can't reach Wei's main force right now. We're only losing soldiers on our side instead. If this keeps up... What's that squadron over there? They're dodging the defensive formation and circling behind the enemy's main force.
That is... the Fei Xin force!
Come on! We're breaking through! What's with these guys?
Such might!
Hey, what are you doing? Don't let them through! If they get past us, the main force will be totally
Here we go. Your general's gonna be history!
What? There's still nothing going on between you and His Highness? I go to his bedchamber, but he always tells me to just sit quietly beside him. But Xiang, His Highness has kept on summoning you time and time again. Usually people don't get called more than once if... Oh, what's wrong? I don't see anything special about you whatsoever. So why you specifically? I have no idea! That girl bolts at the most suspicious of times. Xiang, wait up! Come on, let me get a better look at you. Come on, Xiang, get back here.
So Wei has made it to our borders again.
Yes. There have been ongoing skirmishes at the front line for days now.
We must make haste with the Wei offensive. "5 years.
Sire?
Keep climbing fast. I'm waiting for you. Shin."
What is all this?
They've all been killed! The main force obliterated?
What's going on here? What's this? Someone's here.
Well, well, what have we here? So we weren't the only ones after the main force. Unfortunately, you're a little too late, I would say.
So they got to the enemy general before we did? Who is this guy exactly?
A horseman squad?
You there, foot soldiers! Whose squad are you? Answer now!
We belong to Qin's Northern Army. We're the special 300-man Feishan force. And who would you be?
Say what?
Feishan force?
Whose squad are you exactly?
What gives? Identify yourselves now!
We happen to be the Yufeng Force, the special 300-man squadron in Qin's Southern Army.
A special 300-man squadron?
Exactly like our squad?
I see. So you are that Feishan Force.
What's so funny, you bunch of jerks?
Ha! Apologies. Forgive our rudeness. But you see, I can explain it. We hear so much of the famed Feishan Force these days. Being a fellow Special Force ourselves, we've been on the lookout for them for a long time now, you see. But to learn that the rumors were right, and you really are a bunch of country soldiers, why, we could hardly believe our eyes. Forgive us.
Quit laughing! So what if we're country soldiers then? We're 300 men strong, the same as all of you!
We are definitely far from the same, you imbecile.
Say what?
The Yufeng Force is an elite squadron made up of noblemen educated in military school from a young age. We wield swords and swing spears long before any farm child grips a hoe. And have both individual and group combat drummed into us, whereas you are novices at war meant to be working the fields, quite simply. I see why'd you be so happy to pull off a string of victories at all, but the idea that your squadron is on par with ours makes me ill. Actually, just having you foot soldiers in a special squad in the first place is a big mistake. No doubt about it. So quite frankly, your presence on the battlefield is most akin to that of an ant.
An ant?
Ants faithfully carry out orders from above, regardless of their own self-interest. It's what they do best, you see. Devoting yourselves to this is the most crucial duty for you foot soldiers. It's not to belittle you peasants whatsoever, of course. With an army of over 100,000, 80% is made of foot soldiers like yourselves. You're the fundamental power of any army, and without you, we cannot fight. However, ants can only be ants. That's what they are. Leave the high-level independent reserve work to us. You go back to your post and work hard. Dreams don't cut it. Though, I can sadly see some fool putting you all up to this scheme.
I knew it. Make any small mention of the Wei offensive, and little squads start showing up from everywhere, including the Yufeng Force. A 300-man squadron that is exceedingly skilled and strong, but that commander of theirs. Hang in there, Shin.
Shall we then, sir? We must take the general's head and put an end to this battle.
Yes.
Not so fast!
Huh?
Shin, sir, easy there! You're talking to a noble person!
Enough! So what exactly have I been listening to all this time? Noble or not doesn't matter. Once the fighting starts, you should know, you moron! These hands of ours have killed highfalutin guys just like you!
Who's the moron here? Did you not fully understand my story about the ants? Lieutenant Fan Yang.
Sir.
What in the...
Troops, attention! There we go. Now do you understand your place? You bastard!
Don't do it.
Well, that does it. Gramps, get down off your horse right now and apologize. Unless you want me to drag you off it.
With that toy sword of yours, you will.
Why you?
Shin, sir!
I'd like to give some candid advice to you in particular. You were a servant, and now openly brag about becoming the greatest general or something like that. Now among the nobility, talented young commanders like myself are coming to the force, I will have you know. The battle to be the next general has already begun, but there's not even a speck of room in there for a roadside weed like you. I'd advise you to know your limitations well. You'll command no more than 1,000 men.
Shin!
No way. It's a reverse thrust.
Shin!
Why bother using the dragon finger on the likes of him, sir?
Dragon? A piercing technique, tracing, weaving orbits in midair like a dragon. This guy here, he's tough.
Honestly, you've been a thorn in our side. Now's the time to make the crucial gap between us absolutely crystal clear.
I'll get you.
Remember this, Commander of the Phaeacian Force. My name is Wang Ben.
Wang Ben? Wang? Wang!
Yes, of the very same clan as your dearly beloved Wang Yi. Unlike Wang Yi, though, this Wang carries on the family name. We'll stay on this front line for a while yet. So you better get used to lots of disappointment, I'm afraid.
BC, the era of King Zhao of Qin, the dreaded god of battle. The kingdoms of Qin and Zhao clashed in the former Han lands of Shangdang. Their deciding battle was in Changping. Qin's commanding general was Bai Qi, Zhao's was Lian Po, but both kingdoms were evenly matched in this great battle, and it went on for 2 years with no end in sight. Having run out of patience with this stagnant situation, the king of Zhao made a most foolish decision, replacing commanding general Lian Po with the hot-blooded young general Zhao Kuo. After 2 years of deadlock, the floodgates opened wide.
lift out our suicide force! That's the Qin's army, Lieutenant! I am the Zhao Army Commanding General, Zhao Kuo! I have no business with a mere lieutenant! 2 years of intense war are now ruined. All because of you. May death give you a fresh start. You silly man.
In the 9th month of 260 BC, the opposing army, under the defeated commanding general Zhao Kuo, raised the white flag with 400,000 troops surrendering. However, here Bai Qi issued a fearsome command. He ordered every last one of the surrendering Zhao troops to be buried alive. All 400,000 of them. How deep the sorrow and anger of the families of those 400,000 slain must run. How intense and deep the curses the Zhao people wished upon the Qin people were. But some months after this atrocity, a child of Qin royalty was born in the Zhao capital of Handan.
That small infant was me. My father. His name was Zi Chu at the time, you see. He had been handed over to Zhao as a hostage back then. And yet, our King Zhao was still preparing for battle with Zhao. Don't be surprised. That is just politics for you, Xiang.
But he survived.
Yes, but Zhao was planning to assassinate him. However, a man paid off the killer and freed my father afterwards.
And so, how did your highness return with him then after?
No. My mother and I were left behind in Zhao. Day has broken. We will stop here now. Why is it, ever since seeing my mother, that this wound's been throbbing?
What possible good could come of you marching along right behind me all day, huh? How thoroughly aggravating. There you go again with those creepy eyes of yours. Darn you, little brat. Someone's here. Don't just stand there!
Hey, lady. You're her. You're that lady, aren't you?
What's with that greedy look you have, huh? If you want something to eat, why don't you bow your head and ask for it? Take that and be gone fast. Honestly, what kind of son would put his own mother in this position? Who'd ever take you for royalty? I am not amused.
What is it, Xiang?
Your Highness seems tired.
Do you think so?
Yes. Usually your Highness reads so hungrily, but that's just not the case tonight.
Am I really that voracious, you think?
Huh? No. Your Highness, I didn't mean it like that.
I know you didn't. I was just teasing.
Ah.
Perhaps I could talk about her with you now. About Zixia.
Zixia?
You mentioned a Hika earlier today, but her name is Zixia.
So what kind of person is she?
She was the head of Hundan's Black Marketeers when I became indebted to her.
What do you mean, under consideration?
Dao Jian, my lord.
What's this under consideration, you said? Aren't you here in Handan because you've accepted the task already?
Not quite. We've come here to decide whether we should accept or not. So why not just tell us the plan already, then?
You Black Marketeers shouldn't press your luck. This plan is quite crucial to our kingdom. We won't reveal it so readily. And if we ever do decide to tell you somehow, we will have to kill you swiftly after.
Now look who's actually pressing his luck. Don't you get it yet? This is Handan, my old friend. The second anyone finds out you're really from Qin, you'll be torn to pieces and thrown to the dogs. We haven't forgotten about Chanping. You understand me?
Hey now, everyone. Enough kidding around already, Jiang. We're all merchants. Only shop talk gets us hot under the collar.
Hey, long time no see. Looking good.
You too, ya men.
Cut that out.
I am Zixia, the real leader of this little group. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
This is shop talk. That's why things were getting heated. All you've said is that you want to transport a person, and you expect us to go along with it?
These men are just being real cautious because the stakes are so high right now. Let me tell you what I do know for certain. First of all, King Zhao died 3 days ago.
Huh? Are you serious, Zixia? The god of battle finally died?
Keep it down now.
Woman, how did you... Even among the royal court, only a fraction know of the king's passing.
Rats know the way of rats, you see. You men of Qin.
And what then?
And Anguo, the crown prince, will now be the king then, with the younger son Zichu becoming the rightful prince, of course.
Zichu? I have heard that name before. Wait, isn't that the one who was a hostage here for a dozen years? The Prince Lu Bue put his whole fortune into carrying favor with?
But didn't he and a Zhao woman there?
Yes, But even as Lu Bue helped Zichu escape, he couldn't find a way to flee with both of them in tow with him. And so, they were left alone here in Zhao.
Hang on! Transporting a person, you don't mean...
Yes. Just as that sly fox got Zichu out of here swiftly 7 years back from today, the plan is to deliver his son Zheng back to the kingdom of Qin.
Oh...
Since you know so much already, let's just cut to the chase. You must realize how serious this all is. And now for you, there is simply no going back from
Just
this.
a moment. We'll consider taking this on once we have met Lord Zheng. First, you must let me see him.
What do you hope to gain?
It's only natural for a merchant to check on the goods she carries around, don't you think? Only then will a decision be made.
Watch your mouth, woman. The nerve of calling our royalty good.
Just shut up! Our commander is doing the asking right now, so just do it!
After him! Don't let him get away!
A little bandit, huh?
Come here, everyone! It's him again! It's Zheng!
Rat.
Kill him! Out of him! Aggravating kid!
That brat's stealing food again! He's not going anywhere!
Zhang, huh? Not the same Zhang we were just talking about. He sure looks like a poor sneak thief to me.
Let me do it. I lost my dad and my big brother in the Battle of Changping.
Oh. This cannot be good.
Now you have done it!
Destroy him! And they are off. Hey, he isn't half bad, I'd say.
All right, he's all ours.
Let me at him! Why, you?
Wait! If you go right now, you'll only rile them up even more.
But if this keeps up...
It's all right. They know the boy is a Qin hostage, so they won't dare kill him. They are not insane.
Okay, that's enough. Rough him up, but don't kill him or they'll come for us. Oh, come on, man. A little more won't kill the kid.
He's out cold. Leave him now.
Well. Then how about we break his arm? Him being a thief and all. All right. Hold him steady, won't you now?
Stop it!
Hey?
Not even a Qin person would do what you're doing to him.
Hey! Wait up! At the very least, thank the lady, you kid mongrel!
Come on! Get back!
And don't come back! Huh. You see what you get from him, lady? There's nothing to be gained from helping a lout like that.
Those eyes of his aren't even human.
So, I think I got him pretty figured out. He's starving. I mean, really starving. Since his father left 7 years ago, there's been no money from Qin. And since his mother gave birth to royalty in an enemy land, she's being treated just as badly. Plus, with so little on the job front, she wound up as... Sorry. So, what do we do now, then?
Well, we can't accept now. It's a matter of time when the king of Zhao hears about the king dying in Qin. And the very first thing he will do when he finds out about all of this is... murder Zheng.
Probably. If someone like him were to become king of Qin one day, He will definitely end up hating Zhao.
And once Zhang's finally out of the picture, all of the Zhao gates will be shut as tightly as possible. Which means even we won't be able to get out of here. It's a gamble to try leaving the country before the news reaches the ears of the King of Zhao.
If we mess up, we will be tortured to death as just a bunch of traitors. That is a chance I am not willing to take.
Alright then. Okay with you, Zixia? We can't accept this job. Sorry for that. And we will not breathe a word of this to anyone at all. Don't worry, we Black Marketeers are tight-lipped. See you.
They're only Zhao underground merchants. Shall we slay them?
Well, no. We can't afford to cause trouble now. Hey, you! What happened to your leader, that Zixia woman?
Good point. She just up and disappeared.
Do you hate the moon? You're her from before? Oh. I used to hate it once as well, the moon. The moon always seems to shine more beautifully when you look up at it right from the very depths of sorrow. Almost as if it's laughing at you from up above in the skies. Don't give me that. That's how I used to gaze. The moon, once upon a time, you see? But then someone showed me that wasn't how it was at all. My adopted father. A wandering peddler. Me, and Yamen, and Jiangzheng too, the guys from earlier today. My father saved all us once, from the brink of starvation. These are the words he left me with then. The moon shines brighter than usual, just to cheer you up and carry you onward. I'm going out, Mother.
It's Zhang! There he is again!
Hello? I'm back. Mother? More men again?
Wait, Zhang, my lord! We have come here for you. We deeply regret your long years of suffering. My lord Zhang, the time has come for you to return to Qin again. You are going back to Qin now.
To Qin?
King Zhao has passed away, and your father has become the crown prince. That means he will be the next king. And after him, the next king will be you, Zhang.
Me king?
Lord Zhang! What is the matter, Lord Zhang?
Oh no! Quickly, take him to the cart!
Those old fellows are planning on doing it all themselves.
It won't work. Those two can't even leave Handan.
Hey, Zixia! They're heading out! What's up? You've been awfully quiet.
Having second thoughts?
Not at all, guys. Jiangjang, Yamen, have you both forgotten about our adopted father? Have you both forgotten the hand that rescued us from a certain death?
Wait, what is all of this? Of course we haven't forgotten, Zixia.
Then you'll understand. Standing before us now is one young boy. A boy who will likely be killed at once if no one offers him a hand. So then, what second thoughts could we have? Our choice is crystal clear, wouldn't you say, guys?
Are you sure we can get him out of here on our own? Dao Jian, sir.
We have no choice. There's absolutely no time to revise the plan at this stage.
Lord Dao Jian!
You'll need some real preparation to slip through the gates this late at night.
Ugh. It's you again!
We accept the job. By the name of Zixia, the Black Marketeer. I'll deliver Lord Zheng to the Kingdom of Qin.
And so after all of that, what happened?
I was put onto the Marketeer's horse cart, but I have few memories of what happened around then. I dreamt horrible dreams I never had before.
Who's gonna be the king now? Who's gonna be the king? Who is it? You're awake now, finally. Is it you?
What's wrong? Please, calm yourself, my lord. You must be frightened to wake up and find yourself on a horse cart. But I can explain. Please, let me explain. Calm yourself, my lord, please. And that's where we stand. We are currently plotting your mother's return by a different route. Do not worry. You will surely be reunited in Xianyang.
We still have a way to go before the gate. Why don't you just rest for a little while longer?
And you can reach the gate for sure like this, then?
It's the best way. We're taking our usual road to avoid arousing suspicion. This road will pass through 5 different gates on our way out of Zhao. Once we're past those, we'll be cleared for Qin.
5, you say?
We were prepared for this. But you do have a way to get us past the inspectors, am I right?
Oh, come on now. Just leave that to us. We are not amateurs.
So there's 5 gates till Qin from now. No need to worry at all. Trust me, Zixia will get you to Qin safe and sound. You will see. Is this real at all? Of course it is real.
All right, here we go.
There's an empty rice bundle. Lord Zheng, you go in there. I will take the reins from now on. Just follow my lead.
Next! And hurry it up! Come on, next! What kind of cargo is this? Aren't these gold coins? Grab them right now!
No, it's not. Please, don't. No!
All right! Next!
Thanks again.
Yep. Go on through now. Okay, next!
What was all that? That's all it takes to pass a gate?
Us black marketeers deal in illegal goods, you understand me? We must always be prepared for everything.
Don't get the wrong idea. Not all black marketeers can slip through just like that, like us. She can because she's Xixia. After she took over, our business grew to easily twice the size as it was before.
Just good business sense.
Lu Buwei recommended these youngsters so fiercely. Actually, I had my doubts, but now I understand.
Now that I get a good look at him, he's just a mess of bruises. It must be a daily thing. Lord Zheng?
Shut up! I had nothing to do with Changping! I'm going back to Qin!
Doing what? To Qin? Who is doing what? Going back to Qin, and then what? You're kidding, right? After all, you're already...
What happened?
Not again!
Lord Zheng!
So Lord Zhang is acting strange? But anyone can be tormented by dreams. It's normal. He's likely still a bit confused by his sudden change in circumstances.
But maybe...
Regardless, we must first of all escape Zhao safely. And only that, Xixia. Another gate. Into the bundle, Lord Zhang.
So getting out of Zhao comes first, That's true, but...
Hey, that's nice.
The shift's finally over in
Oh, Xixia! Xixia! It's been so long.
You look so well, dear Mao Ying.
I haven't seen you around here lately. You weren't possibly avoiding me now, were you, my dear?
I would never do that.
Why don't you rest here a while? I'll get you some tea.
I'd love to, but we're in a bit of a hurry.
Too bad! Spend some time with me for once, or I will just order a cargo inspection and make you stay here against your will!
I certainly wouldn't want you to do that. But there are so many customers of mine waiting for their goods, so let's have tea another... Hey!
What do you think you're doing?
Me? Doing some test shots. Bought this bow yesterday and thought I'd try it out now.
Cut that out! It's not a joke!
Don't be angry, Zishia. The thing is, this guy's brand new and he doesn't know the protocol. Go on now.
Blood? I haven't heard any screams or whimpers ever since we left the gate. Has he passed out? Or is he...
Lord Zhang!
Pull it out. I can't.
Ugh. My Lord Zhang, you are all right, and you endured that without even uttering a single word.
Hang on. What child wouldn't cry as an arrow pierces his arm?
Here I go.
What human wouldn't even blink an eye as that arrow is pulled from his arm? What's with this child? Hardship in your younger years really can suppress your emotions. We war orphans were the same, until our adopted father took us in. But to not budge after taking an arrow? That goes beyond mere emotions, I'd say. The boy is clearly not normal. Something's definitely going on, in his body and mind.
Four days after Zixia and crew left Handan, at last they arrived at the fifth and final gate, Lugan. Once past Lugan, it was a half-day's distance to the border between Qin and Zhao.
Is something wrong? The moon's out once again. True, that it is. I like your eyes when you're looking at the moon, Lord Zhang. Sometimes I can't tell dream from reality. That must be really difficult for you. Just remember that when I'm right here, it's all very real. Zixia. Huh? Do you really think I'll be able to go back to Qin? It's like I said before. I'm taking you back, period.
You may pass!
Hang on there now! What's going on, Zixia? I don't recognize half these people. Who are they, huh?
We were short a few, so I just hired them in a village. Well, they may be older, but they're of no use to me. In fact, they're just weighing me down. I'll just leave them here, and you can put them on the next cart out.
Oh, fine, fine. Get out of the way. Goodbye.
That was a close one.
A smoke signal! It's the signal for an emergency lockdown! Close the gate! Close the gate!
The gate's been shut!
Have they found out about Lord Zhang?
Made it by a hair.
We did it! We made it in time! Past every single gate! Now we can finally get back to Qin!
This is no time for rejoicing. If they were to find out about Zhang, they will be after us all.
With their whole army.
They are quite right. No need for disguises right now. We'll find a place to dump our cargo, then it's full speed ahead. The Zhao cavalry is fast, gentlemen.
Our rendezvous point is just ahead. There should already be troops there waiting for us. No signs that we're being followed. We can go through. Zixia, you really did save us all. Things would never have gone this smoothly without your help. We thank you.
Saved you all? But have I truly saved this poor child? I promise you'll be home soon, Lord Zhang. Just think, once you become the king, you'll be in the lap of pure and genuine luxury. If I were 10 years younger or so, I could maybe even be your wife. Living the high life with you. Maybe wife's too much. Concubine? Or servant? Lord Zhang? Are you alright? Lord Zhang! Lord Zhang! Wait. Just hang on. Zhang. Zhang. Who's gonna be the king now? Who's gonna be the king? Who is it? Zhang. 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 Going back to kin to be king. You must be dreaming. Enough of this nonsense. Get off the cards. You can't possibly go to kin. Shut up now! Lord Zhang? What's the matter? Lord Zhang! Who exactly will celebrate your homecoming? Who will? Your father? Don't make me laugh. He tossed you aside 7 years ago when you came back to kin, am I correct? Even your own mother has shunned you as well. If it weren't for you, then she could have gone back to being a lady of Zhao. If it weren't for you... Stop! Stop it! Stop! What's wrong, Jin? Discarded by your father and shunned by your mother. If you go back now, you'll only be a nuisance to them all. There's no real place for you in kin, and you know it. But the biggest problem still is always you. Your mind and your body are so bizarre. A normal person isn't so blasé when he's shot with an arrow. A sane person, that is. You're smart, so you must have realized long ago. Someone like you could never ever actually be king. So, how long are you gonna stay on that cart? Get down off there now!
Zhang's fallen off!
What? Stop!
I'll get him! Everyone else right there!
Xixia! Man, what is really going on?
Like I know? That little brat, we are running out of time here.
Lord Zhang! Stay back! I can't go back to kin! What do you mean? But you'll be there so soon! I can't! There's a reason! What are you doing? Are you in your right mind? There's no pain at all! And it is not just the pain. It's the flavors, the smells, the heat, and even the cold. I feel nothing. Nothing at all! I don't understand. That just can't be true. Someone like that could never be king. But how can this be? Ever since I can remember, I knew I was royalty, and my heart trembled with the sheer honor of it. But one step outside, and I was in the middle of a hostile land. Worse, the land whose 400,000 soldiers Qin had slaughtered at Changping. The animosity toward Qin rained down upon me without mercy. While enduring that overwhelming violence, I saw the situation in which I had been placed at birth and despaired. As the days of abuse continued, my heart closed more tightly, until eventually I could feel nothing at all. How awful. To think he was driven to such intense extremes. And to think, this child, this prince of Qin, was born in Zhao because of that ill fortune wholly beyond his control. He was made to bear the brunt of their Changping grudge. A child not yet 10, to whom no one held out a helping hand, left all alone this whole time. You can be king. I'll make sure of it, I promise. If you have no pain, I will just feel it for you. Flavors, smells, all of it. But it's all right. I really think you can feel just fine. That night, weren't we both sitting there moved by the moon's pure glow? It's all right. I'm with you now. We'll go back to Kin together.
This is ridiculous! I've got negotiating to do!
The gate's closed? Since when? Who's responsible for this?
It's the yellow pennant! Those are the king's horses! What? Who's in charge here? Show yourself, now!
It is I. What is this concerning?
Did a merchant named Zishia pass through here?
Yes, about 12 hours ago.
Open the gate at once! The cavalry!
Is there a battle on the way?
That Zishia? What's she done now?
Come. Lord Zhang, tell me, are you all right?
What's with her? Zhang's not going back. Zhang's not going back. What's with her? You can't have him. We'll take him away. To the depths of the earth with us. Don't meddle, woman. Or we'll take you too. Take you to the depths of the earth.
Get away from me! The ghosts who possess me are after you, Zishia! Ghosts, you say?
It's no use, Zishia. There is no escaping them now.
Roll yourself together! There's no such thing as ghosts. None of that is real. There's no one here with you but me. Those are all just illusions!
Their meeting, and was gravely wounded at the hands of the eunuch bodyguard.
Take a route where we won't be seen.
Yes, sir!
No one knows about any of this but you. This goes without saying, but do not tell a soul.
I understand, sir.
Dear me. I came to draw upon the Inner Palace's power, but to meet secretly with the Queen Dowager, where men are forbidden. Perhaps I indulged a little too much, if I do say so myself.
The Inner Palace physicians kept Xiang from losing too much blood, but her high fever remained, and on the second day, she still hovered on the border between life and death.
Oh, Xiang, it will be okay. It is all going to be okay.
We have done everything we can do for her, Young. Most likely. She only has until evening. Queen Dowager's personal physician may be of some help, but far be it from us to ask for it. There is nothing else that we can do. Prepare yourself now, Young.
Oh, no. the end. Xiang. Ness. Oh. Ness. Oh, Xiang! His Highness. His Highness. Xiang! I'm sorry, Bai Chun. I am not Bai Chun. My name is really Yang. I have sidelined a lady vital to the kingdom, which I fully understand is a greater offense than any other, and for which crime I willingly accept any punishment. Just, please, Your Highness, please just help Xiang immediately. Otherwise, she will surely die soon. Xiang has gotten tangled up in something, I think, and was hurt in the stomach. She's been unconscious for hours, but the entire time she has been calling for Your Highness. I know my request is an unreasonable one, but please help Xiang. Please save her. Will you? Please?
Xiang has spoken of you from time to time. This unconventional course of action fits with what I've heard. Wake Jingling and her team of physicians. I'll explain later.
Sire!
Dry your tears, Yang. We are going to help Xiang.
Xiang, stay with us now! Xiang! It is amazing that she is still alive at all. Where'd that Yang run off to anyway? Yang, where on earth have you... Your Highness!
You may leave the rest to us now, Doctor.
The medical team Zheng brought with him were experts in every field of ancient Middle Kingdom medicine. They tended to Xiang with the best of all the medical skills they had at their disposal. However,
How is Xiang doing?
She is alive for the moment, but she still straddles the border between our world and the next. It is best for her to sleep and get some rest right now. But no matter how much medicated vapor we use, nothing takes.
Why not?
It seems that there is something she desperately needs to tell Your Highness now. And her will is great enough to resist the effect of any drug. Please hear what she has to say. If she doesn't sleep soon, her life will be in danger.
Your Highness.
Well, you've done good, Xiang. What happened? Had something to say? Quickly now, or your health may suffer.
I am deeply sorry that I must be the one to deliver such difficult news. The Queen Dowager and Minister Lu Buwei are both secretly together.
What?
The Inner Palace's offer that they would be your Highness's ally was a lie. And that's not all, I'm afraid. Much before your Highness was even born to this world, the two of them were also engaged. And last night, the Queen Dowager and the Minister most likely spent the night with one another. Forgive me, please, for this news. I thought it was very important. Oh, please. Your Highness, forgive me.
You have done very well, Xiong. You probably have helped by saving my life as well. I thank you.
I'm happy right now to have helped. Now I can sleep. I have been so very tired for so long. I feel...
Mother and Lu Buwei. What's she driving at? Taking Lu Buwei as her companion? Two of them betrothed? So all of this odd behavior was just to draw out Lu Buwei. And her meeting with me was likely to make sure she had no maternal feelings. No. I'm hardly surprised. You have forever been like that, Mother. You haven't changed one bit ever since I was born. You can't change. You're still in deep darkness. I changed when I left Handan. I have allies in whom I place all my trust. Your antics will not shake me. Not at this point. Lu Buwei made a pretty huge misstep.
Meanwhile, as the Qin army approached the first castle, Gaolang, General Meng Ao began readying his troops for war. First, they would divide into four to attack the castle from all sides, and each team would have its own reserves. These reserves would serve as floating reinforcements and could be called upon to clinch the fight for Qin as needed. The Fei Xin force wound up in the front of those reserves, right where they wanted to be. But Wang Beng's Yufeng force was further forward, having nabbed the coveted front line. Thus, the reserve's highest hopes were pinned completely on the shoulders of the Yufeng force.
Darn it. Of course they'd be ahead of us.
And they're a cavalry. We'll never be able to keep up with them when it counts most.
Things sure are getting heated over here, huh? Lighten up, would you? We are in for the long haul. What's with that dude? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even introduce myself, and I'm up here. I am actually the commander of a 300-man squad, too. It's called the Lahua Force. Do you know it?
The Lahua Force?
Lieutenant Yuan, isn't the Lahua Force the...
Oh, yes. The 300-man squad that managed to score frontline victories just south of us. Their leader is rumored to be capable of commanding 1,000. though he's also no older than Shin.
The Lehua Force? No idea. Who are you? And what's with the getup?
Meng Tian, sir! Just what are you doing all the way over there now?
Hey, Pops!
Meng Tian?
Look, Pops! It's the whole Fei Shin Force. I was just saying hello, right? A fellow Akin squad, just like us. In the same position of the same reserves. I thought us commanders should get together.
But we are bringing up the reserve's rear. We are not in the same position at all.
Huh?
Some squad commander he is.
I think the rumors were way off.
Well, anyway, I'm Meng Tian. It's a pleasure. And with that then, good day.
Wait!
Hmm?
Who are you? Really?
I told you, Meng Tian of the Lehua Force. Oh, I know. I have a better introduction. One you will understand. Just like you and Wang Ben too, I want to be one of the world's greatest generals.
Him too?
Who does he think he is? Talking like Shin always does.
Is he seriously the head of the Lehua Force? Will they be okay?
He's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I know. Meng Tian. Better remember that name.
Meng Tian, sir!
Huh?
I think I misunderstood you! You're aiming to be one of the world's greatest generals, are you now? Why, that sincerely warms the very cockles of my heart, sir!
That was a joke. Sorry.
Huh?
I just thought it'd be funny at the time, you see?
What?
I'd be happy as a civil servant.
What?
Consequently, whether by chance or by design, 3 great 300-man squads in their prime were placed together in Qin's Eastern Army Reserves. Wang Ben of the Yufeng Force, Shin of the Fei Shin Force, and Meng Tian of the Lehua Force. All 3 of them, though young, were well experienced. These 3 groups, bursting with personality, would very soon be the talk of the whole Qin army. However, none of these young men cared one bit about all of this. All they really wanted now was to distinguish themselves in battle.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what's up?
Tending to Lu Sui. And what are you doing at this hour?
Well, we'll finally reach Gaolong tomorrow. Kinda feels like I got hot coals burning in me right now, Qianglei.
Just like you always do.
Well, I just wouldn't be myself without him, right? Oh, hey, wait! What do you say to a spar?
Catch me off guard again, and I'll run you.
Sorry.
new day dawned, embracing all of the young soldiers' myriad thoughts.
I've finally set things a little straighter in my head. I will use this journey to take care of unfinished business. I shall have revenge. With my own hands. That's enough.
That day, the 80,000-man Qin army finally arrived at Gao Lang, Wei's first castle, and surrounded it.
Meng Ao, sir. Isn't the enemy being a little too quiet?
Probably fearing an army that's so strong. When we can move, Meng Ao, sir, we should all move at once. Charge now!
Report! Lots of casualties at the west and south walls. The north wall has almost fallen.
Then send reserves to the north!
Wait, though. What about the east?
I am certain the east is losing little strength, but the tide of battle changes.
Use the north as a decoy to focus enemy strength. Then send in the reserves to attack the east wall in one fell swoop. The eastern reserves have some exceptional talent.
But I believe there's something about the east wall.
Something? Something?
I feel it as well.
Then let's get a better read on the situation.
No. If we're right, all the more reason to advance. This is a war of attrition. Best to make the enemy tip their hand early on. Wouldn't you say so too?
Storm the east wall immediately! Reserves, mobilize at once now! Storm the east wall as well! Reserves, mobilize at once!
Yes! Our turn to shine! Let's go, Facian Force!
Down here, I can tell they're crazy powerful. How are we supposed to storm something like this?
General, isn't it about that time?
Those poor Qin idiots. We've got them where we want them. Fire!
What the? Look at all these arrows! There's a huge squad of archers hiding behind the walls!
I knew it. Yep, a trap.
The 80,000 troops under Qin General Meng Ao had surrounded their first Wei target, Gao Lang Castle. Qin's Facian force was serving in the Eastern Army's reserves. Alongside them were Wang Ben's Yufeng force, as well as Meng Tian's Lehua force, working together. Now, the assault on Gaolang Castle was underway, right before the very eyes of these 3 young soldiers who would usher in a new era for Qin. However...
Fire!
What the? What's with all these arrows?
I knew it. Yep, a trap. Squad of archers hiding behind the walls.
Ready! Fire now!
Our comrades will.
Watch where you move. It is safer over here.
I know, Qianglai, but still.
Don't falter! Clear the wall and we'll be victorious!
Right! Station force, onward!
General Feng Bo, sir. It appears that the Qin monkeys are still fighting their way up all the ladders.
Take this, you Qin imbeciles!
Are you all right, Shin, sir? I'm fine. But now what are we gonna do about this?
The war was in its 3rd day. In the blink of an eye, the Wei army's traps had backed the Qin troops into a corner.
Those pitiful fools.
It stands to reason. The 4 generals guarding the 4 walls of Gaolang Castle were all renowned military men, well versed in castle defense.
Report! Report! The East Army reports major casualties! The South Army too! Lieutenant Sun has suffered arrow wounds!
Commanding Qin General Meng Ao was informed immediately of the setbacks at the start of the battle. However...
Then this message is for the 4 generals. Make sure that you do not forget to pay a little visit to all of the severely wounded squads afterwards.
Visit?
Pay a little visit. Just tell them that.
Sir!
Retreat! Retreat! Fall back for now!
Now the scene changes to the capital, Shanyang. On the same day that the battle with Wei sparked into action, a new piece of kindling was starting to smolder at the royal court.
But that's ridiculous. The Queen Dowager and the Minister?
Shh! Keep your voice down.
Could the story really be true?
Indeed. Actually...
What story is this? Let's hear it. Caesar!
It is nothing. Just an insignificant rumor that is going around.
Kingdoms have been lost to malicious false rumors, given the right time and place. Mind your tongues.
Begging your pardon, Li Caesar.
We have business to attend to, so if you'll excuse us. Honestly, that lot. Unfortunately, Minister, there's a rumor that has been going around these past few days that badly implies that you and the Queen Dowager have been quite indiscreet.
did you say?
An unforgivably evil rumor! For accusing the minister of such improprieties is tantamount to calling him an unabashed traitor! We cannot let this stand!
Indeed, sir. This won't end well for those who spread such nonsense.
If you will please pardon my rudeness, indubitably you can think of nothing that could spark such outrageous rumors. Can you, Minister?
What are you driving at, Lisi?
Forgive me, sir. The details of this rumor have triggered more than a little unrest among your faction. It was necessary to put them at ease.
Fine then. Now go and squash that horribly vulgar rumor immediately.
Yes, I shall. A rumor so baseless and wild like that spreads extremely quickly, but is easily contained. Besides, I suspect we know whence it came from.
Are you absolutely sure about this whole rumor business, sire? Indeed, it truly is shaking the foundations of Lu Buwei's entire faction. But at the same time, it has muddied the name of your mother, the Queen Dowager. Although she had clearly already made herself to be your adversary in the past. Aren't you bidding the impossible, sire?
It would be a lie to say I am not. She may be a bad mother, but I am still flesh of her flesh. But what of it then? We are fighting a war after all. We must be prepared for bloodshed, for our own injuries too, and willing to use any means necessary. Even if those means come back to bite me, I will not hesitate. Now that we're in the fight, we must win. You are the one who taught me that about war, weren't you? Lord Changwen! We have already lost so many at this point. Now is no time to flinch. Cixi, how's it going?
Sire, I think things are about to start moving. Lu Buwei's faction likely believes that this rumor will just quickly fade away. But now it seems it's ushering in yet another storm.
Lord Lisi, could those be... the houses of Liao, Fan, and Ji? What are the three royal families doing here? What could this mean? Lord Lisi!
How absurd! Anyone could see how unnatural and strange it would be for the Queen Dowager to lend her support to the faction led by her son's enemy. This must mean the rumors were telling the ugly truth. What on earth is going on?
What do you find so amusing, madam, if I may ask?
This letter I just received from Lu Buwei. He says he cannot meet with me until everything blows over. I see. That was pretty fast, wouldn't you say?
Surely. It can't be helped.
Huh. Bring me the finest perfumed oil, quickly, and prepare for an outing.
Where to, madam?
Where else do you think? If he won't come to me, I shall just have to go to him instead.
You may all already have heard the news going around. The Inner Palace has double-crossed us and sided with Lu Buwei. This means the power gap between us is now much too great for us to begin to overcome. However, Lu Buwei made a mistake in securing their help. While he was serving as the kingdom's highest-ranked minister, he committed full-fledged adultery with the Queen Dowager of Qin. This is an unprecedented act of base immorality, a traitorous act, an evil act that shall not be countenanced. Unfortunately, as the only witness is a court lady, taking his head would not be feasible. However, Lu Buwei's faction has been shaken to its core. A wedge of never-before-seen proportions has been successfully driven into his stronghold and severely restricting Lu Buwei's actions. We will seize this chance to recover from our setback. Understood? We've justice on our side. Don't you ever forget that!
Sun Jian, work with Li Aiyu to undercut the neutrals right now!
Sir!
Tun, you'll convince the neutrals to side with us. Leave it to us! Zhang, you'll muster soldiers into a reserve force. They won't be pulling any punches at us now.
Here's where the real battle begins. There's no turning back now.
What the heck is up with that wall? Some fight this turned out to be. Come too close and we'll get a hide full of arrows.
Those arrows are a pain.
I don't think we've lost anyone, Shin, but some 20 men are out of commission.
So then, Commander, haven't we received any orders from above by now? I'm telling you guys, those ladders are prime targets for the enemy. I doubt we can storm the castle using those.
I haven't heard a thing. General Meng Ao can't be out of options. If we don't get some kind of strategy soon, this is all just gonna drag on. And that can't happen.
I don't think Bai Yilao has put together any clever strategies or anything.
Meng Tian of the Lehua Force!
Aye. The ace castle buster Bai Yilao uses only conventional tactics in war. Surround the castle and chip away. Lower the enemy's morale, then strike at the rift. That's it.
Chip away? You think we're gonna take going that slow? The longer this fight drags on, the more men we'll lose, and the less provisions we'll have. Besides, shouldn't we special forces be using not-so-conventional tactics out here now?
You really do have a point right there. But practically speaking, there really isn't any other way to bring down a wall with 300 troops. We'll just have to resign ourselves to a long and drawn-out fight. In other words, until those gates open, we reserves have nothing to do. Right now.
That's right, but we...
Just be patient and wait for your turn. I'll be seeing you.
Why did he come out here anyway? No idea.
I think that may be because he likes you.
Huh? Who, him? Yeah, right. What makes you say that anyway, Kyung-Lei?
No reason.
What? Ha! Man, I just do not get that guy at all.
Meng Tian was right. The tide of war hadn't budged even 10 days in.
Retreat! Retreat!
But Meng Ao showed no signs of panicking.
Do not rush things now. You need to take your time with it. The castle will not run away.
And with that, the army was told to expect a month of fighting, at the very least. However, the Qin troops were clearly very anxious now, and their morale was down. On the other hand, the Wei army's morale was only increasing by holding off the Qin army.
It has arrived at last, my lord.
Indeed.
Do you hear that? That sound?
Tomorrow, then.
Yes.
dense? What good is the cavalry against a castle wall?
No, look closer.
They're carrying stuff on carts.
Those are not just carts.
Freeze? What the heck are they trying to do anyway?
All those in position, take cover at once! Fire!
Fire attack!
Amazing! But those walls will just not burn.
Clearly, that's no fire attack.
General, the front!
Keep your head. We're not the only ones this smoke and fire is working against right now.
Wang Ben is gonna try using this smoke to climb the walls. We'll do the same!
Wait! We can't!
Lu Yan?
There's no way anyone could climb those ladders amid the smoke and flames that have been spewed. If we go, we'll be burned to a crisp.
But isn't that why Wang Ben did this?
What is that loud sound?
The forest is moving!
Attack with all these flames and smoke! Put out the fires at once now!
What is that? Sir? An extremely loud noise! What? Blazes?
Feng Force.
Onward, men!
What gives, Wang Ben? Did you seriously bring that monster with you over here?
Is that what I think it is? It's a siege tower.
That's it. Figures the Wang clan would have something so unusual. And how clever of them to have brought it. Though it is a bit much.
Just stay calm. There are only 100 or 200 of them. Surround them and corner them. That's all it takes. Send all of them plummeting to the ground.
It won't work. With Wang Ben's spear skills, not even 10 men can get anywhere near him. Plus,
tear those kin monkeys to pieces!
Every last man on that squad is a master soldier. And what's more, the Yu Feng forces use many high-level group fighting techniques, giving them raw power that is truthfully far beyond that of Wei's 1,000-man squads.
Even without their horses, the Yu Feng force is a powerhouse!
I can tell from down here, Wang Ban. You guys have really been perfecting your group fighting.
Report! The East Army has begun its attack! The Yu Feng force has scaled the wall and is fighting hard!
Yu Feng, you said? Wang Ben's 300-man squadron. Doesn't he have a bad history of continually disobeying orders? Well, if he can lead us to victory, I am sure this one fault can be overlooked.
I really do believe the vigor of youth is so incredibly delightful. However, let us hope he won't go too far and just lose his life in the process.
It's too dangerous, sir! We must evacuate!
I want all of the reserves here right now. I'll show those upstarts just how fearsome and lethal Wei soldiers can truly be!
Oh, the general is mad. I heard him here. Why don't we...
However, no one was able to realize at the time that further on down the road, they would be facing off against an unthinkably huge opponent.
Before have I been so grateful for your presence.
It was the same year as Shin's first campaign, the War of Shigan Plain, that monumental clash between Lord Biao of Qin and Wu Qin of Wei. Some months earlier, another outstanding battle was taking place elsewhere. Recorded in the Shiji annals, this battle was especially unusual, even for the spring and autumn periods. For this time, the Zhao army was now fighting against itself. The three greats were three skilled generals, the biggest pride of Zhao. As heroic as Wang Yi and the rest of Qin's 6 great generals, they were known throughout the Middle Kingdom for their tremendous military prowess and battle records. One of these 3 greats was none other than General Lian Po.
Lian Po is coming! Stop him!
What's going on? That's the Zhao army, the same as us.
It's worse. Isn't Lian Po a great general and Zhao hero too? How did it come to this?
General Lian Po is not stopping.
Darn it. If this keeps up, Yuan Chang, sir.
Just stand firm. Send the 4th Brigade into the left flank.
Sir!
We fought together for 20 years. I have Lian Po's fighting style absolutely memorized by now.
That's the great General Yuan Chang for you, men.
We've got this one. Let's go!
General Lian Po, what on earth are you thinking right now?
This unusual battle of ally versus ally had its beginnings earlier that year, when King Dao Zhang took the throne. Badly behaved since his time as crown prince, King Dao Zhang was often chided by Lian Po. The Twisted King bore a deep-rooted grudge against him for this, and as soon as he took the throne, he sent word to Lian Po, stripping him of his rank as general mid-campaign. Naturally, Lian Po refused this irrational shakeup. Furious, King Dao Xiang mustered an army of 50,000 and ordered Yue Cheng to go after the traitorous Lian Po. Yue Cheng was of Yue Yi's clan, a genius on a level with the great strategist Zhuge Kongmin. Yue Cheng was Zhao's 2nd general after Lian Po. It was rumored that his abilities actually outshone Lian Po's greatly when it came time to battle.
General Lian Po, absurd though it may be, these are the king's orders. Please hand your men over to me and return to Handan immediately. General, if you don't comply, I'll have no choice but to take you myself all the way to Handan by sheer brute force.
And you think you can do that truthfully now?
I don't want to do this, but I will if I must. You have 8,000 men to our mighty 50,000. You have no means of resisting them.
How amusing. I will create the means. Prepare yourself.
General, please wait! Don't you know what could happen if you go through with this? I struggle to comprehend why he'd do something so foolish. Has he thought of something I haven't? But it's already too late. Once we have crossed swords, I, Yue Cheng, shall show no mercy whatsoever.
The central unit under General Lian Po has collapsed. It has totally collapsed.
So Lian Po's unit is gone. There we go.
Wow, General Lian Po has been slain!
Yue Cheng's army is the mightiest in...
Well, well, Yue Cheng. You had enough.
I yield.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Hand him over here.
General Lian Po, what you're doing here, it's insanity.
You won't be able to return to Zhao like this.
Ah, I have no intention of returning. King Daoxiang, he's just no good. The last king was all right, but this one is unbearable. And there is nothing more foolish than working for a fool, I'd say.
But Lian Po, sir!
He can't mean to abandon his country. I am disappointed. Does it mean so little to you? Everything you have built as general up until now? Do your feelings towards Zhao mean so little? Are you truly that careless?
My feelings toward war mean far more than you could know. It was war that raised me, and war that made me famous and led me to mighty foes, which I battled thoroughly where I gave both my body and soul completely. Do you see? War is simply my everything. And he would dare strip me of my own rank now? He may as well be flinging mud onto my sacred battlefield. That imbecile! And the retainers who permitted this are fools! Has the royal court become a meeting place for swine? Yue Cheng, you put up a good fight. You even made me sweat a bit. That's a lot more than I could say for most others in the battlefield. Which is all well and good, but in comparison to all those Qin idiots, that only keeps me about 80. No, merely 60% satisfied, truthfully. The battlefield's just not the same without Qin blood. In all honesty, as you can see.
It seems he's always been in a different league than these men out here.
And so, Lian Po brought his surviving officers with him as he exiled himself to Wei. In the 3 years since, Lian Po had not once even tried to lead the Wei army. However, now the great general had raised the Wei flag and expressed his intention to return to the battlefield. The ferocious General Lian Po, who was one of Zhao's 3 great generals, was definitely on a par with Qin's Wang Yi and his fellow 6 great generals, now had in his sights the Qin army under Meng Ao currently invading the land of Wei.
We've been waiting for you, my lord.
Oh, you lot. I should have known. Sniffed me out, huh?
Pretty rotten, not coming to us Big Four for advice first.
You don't seem any less happy for that omission.
Indeed, indeed. Why, just seeing your imposing figure in action would make my heart leap and I'd be walking on air.
Lian Po's Big Four. How I've missed the very sound of those words. It's been 3 years, but Zhuan Feng.
Sir.
Qian Yan.
Sir.
Qi Zifang.
Sir.
Lun Hu.
Yes!
You haven't gone all rusty on me, have you?
No, sir.
Lun Hu.
Yes?
You know the drill. You go ahead and find a promising enemy officer and bring me his head. Can you really handle 3,000 men?
Oh, that should be fine. My 300-man squadron will be more than enough for a job like that.
1 month into the war, and the Qin army's main Meng Ao camp had begun their assault on the 3rd castle, Jinli Guan.
Hey! What do you think you're doing right now? Don't go climbing that siege tower! That's ours, as you very well know! Get out!
Shut it! This siege tower belongs to all of us!
Why, you little
Oh, yes! We're on the wall now!
Station Force, onward now! Don't let the Yufeng Force get all the glory!
You think we'll just keep falling for this kidder?
Shin, sir! There are way more enemies than we'd expected! It's the 3rd castle, all right. They're more than ready for us now. This is tough, even for us and the Yufeng Force! Hey, down below! Yeah, I mean all of you! Quit standing around and shimmy up that siege tower already! There's plenty of honor to be won up on the castle wall!
Stop now! Stay down! Don't you know that thing can only hold so many people? And that is far too many for it to handle! Stop at once! You'll break it!
Well, wasn't that cinchy?
Meng Tian! Not you as well!
Watch out! Here they come! The heavy infantry. Yufeng Force into formation now! Let's go! Your time to shine, men! Right now! Division Force's tremendous triad, go! Right, force your way inside!
Got it!
All it takes is experience, and they're already markedly stronger than those foot soldiers. And on top of that... Their commander and lieutenant have outstanding sword skills. Yes, the Fei Xin Force. Rough around the edges, maybe, but their destructive power is no joke. I guess Wang Yi didn't form that special unit just for show now, did he? But still. That lieutenant is a piece of work.
Come on! Go, go, go!
Yeah, What are they doing now? moving directly opposite from the stairs! And they've also got rope? Don't tell me they plan to copy our tactics too! You there! What exactly are you doing? Have you no pride at all?
Just shut up! Actually, we take pride in not having any cheap pride. Do you understand?
That's nonsense! What kind of pride is that, really?
Right! Here we go, Long Chuan! Hold on tight!
Shin, wait a second! They already know about that tactic! There are tons of soldiers waiting in front of the castle gates!
I think before they get that far.
Shin, sir! You're off course right now! That is not the top of the gates at all! No, Shin-sir!
Idiot.
Oh, he moved! He's alive! Shin's still alive!
Ow. Honestly, he would be a force for the Yu Feng and Lehua to reckon with if he weren't such a total dunce. However, I guess that's part of what makes him the Fei Shin force.
Someone's just fallen!
Kill him!
Uh-oh! Shin's a rat in a trap right now! Let's go, team! Yeah, but how exactly will we? Just run away for now, Shin, sir!
Ooh, those are Qing flags I see! They have stormed the south wall now! When did that happen?
The enemy sent extra troops after that fancy siege tower. So obviously the other units were short-handed. Plus, that's Guo Bei's 1,000-man unit. Which means skilled troops as mighty as those in the main force are here.
No time to be standing around staring! Come on, guys! Get down here quickly, before they steal our thunder!
Afterward, the castle-storming Fei Shin force happened to run into a renowned military officer and defeated him. In the end, their achievements were greater than those of the Yu Feng and Lehua forces.
Listen up, guys! We didn't get the general's head! But never mind that right now! Let's celebrate instead!
Although luck certainly played a part, the Fei Shin force was truly happy with their first victory in a long while.
Nice graceful fall you got there, Commander.
Be quiet! Hey, where is that Long Chuan? Get over here!
Leave it to Shin to come away from that without a single scratch.
And that big siege tower. The wheels were totally wrecked in the end.
Totally wrecked? Oh, no way!
Yeah, and that old Yu Feng guy got all teary-eyed.
Serves him right.
Ah, so that's the Fei Shin force.
Huh? Who's that there?
Guo Bei, sir, please hurry. The war council is...
Guo Bei?
I'll be right there. You go on ahead.
Guo Bei, isn't that the commander who took the general's head today?
Shin!
Sir!
So you're Shin. You look just as I'd imagined. You were once a servant, yes? I've had something I've wanted to tell you ever since I heard.
Well, out with it!
I, Guo Bei, was also once a servant.
Huh?
Just like you, I also lost my parents to war. From a very young age, I went from house to house as a servant until a childless couple welcomed me in as their own. Now I stand among the military elite. When I heard your circumstances, I was reminded of my past as well. I have been rooting for you ever since I first heard of you. To be a 300-man commander with no outside support, and on top of that to do so at your age, you've been working hard.
No, I
also admired your attacking technique on Luang Tong at Gaolong. Have you noticed? Thanks to you, there have been almost no violations like that one this time around, you see?
You did it, Shin!
Yeah! Hey, wait up a sec!
I thought I would step in to offer my help, perhaps, but I see. I should mind my own business. This unit is on the right track. Just keep going. Don't let those nobles beat you down, Shin.
Meng Tian was telling us. Smarts, skills, spirit. Guo Bei's got it all, truthfully. He's popular and extremely talented, even for being in the Qin army. Out of all the young officers, he's closest to becoming general, it seems. I was told that he was already one of Meng Ao's closest and trusted advisors in this battle.
1,000-man commander, and already advising generals. And on top of that, he's still pretty young.
He sure didn't look like someone who used to be a servant.
He was even grander than all those noble types.
But so pleasant too, and not offensive at all.
I guess there are people out there like that.
Guo Bei, 1,000-man commander.
Commander Guo Bei? A moment?
Hmm?
Let's see. Who's next on my list?
What will beat you down, Shin?
Commander Guo Bei? A moment?
Hmm?
Guo Bei, sir! Commander!
Commander Guo Bei! Come on. How could this happen? He was only just talking to us a second ago. Commander Guo Bei. You watch. I'm going to avenge you. You can count on it!
There must definitely be Wei assassins hiding somewhere around here.
I think they might still be nearby. We should look as well, right, Shin?
Damn right we should! Spread out in teams of 5. Leave no stone unturned. We are gonna find that bastard who killed Commander Guo Bei!
Terrible news!
Say what? They find him already?
It's not just Guo Bei! Commander Fiji, too! And Commander Mei Gao have been slain, too!
What did you say?
1,000-man commanders!
All 3 of them!
What in the world? What exactly is going on?
Let's see. So then, that was Mei Gao I killed earlier. So, who's this then?
Lun Hu, sir. It's about time to move out. The kin appear to be growing increasingly restless now.
Fine, fine. I think I will go with him next. All right. I'll take down one or two more.
And now Commander Lu's been slain!
We cannot dismiss this as the work of a mere enemy remnant.
There is a skilled assassin among us that does not make a mistake.
We're in an unfamiliar place, and with night falling, we're in real danger!
Remain calm. Triple the size of the security patrol.
Sir!
Close the gates up tight. Let no one through.
Yes, sir!
General Luo Yuan!
Young sir.
We have a rat among us, I see.
Correct. And one with particularly nasty fangs, I'm afraid. We've already lost 6,000-man commanders.
6 now? The commanding general is safe?
He is. Commander Bai Lao is naturally extremely cautious, and we've increased his guards as well. You ought to be careful yourself, young sir. The Lehua force has 300 members, but you are ranked high enough to command 1,000. The assassin could well come after you.
Yes, well, about that matter. Doesn't it make you feel uneasy? From what I hear, every single one of the slain commanders were all powerhouses in the main unit. Whoever is doing this is obviously going after the big guns. It's almost as though a certain Wei general could be laying the groundwork for a massive war to happen down the road.
Oh. The Meng clan has grown more secure in your generation. But I really believe you are simply overthinking this matter. There are no generals in Wei that could ever be skilled enough for the careful plotting that you're suggesting. Not since Wu King died. This business is simply by a rogue Wei soldier turned assassin here in Jinliguan, striking back the best he can at the most appropriate moments of vulnerability, you see. He merely targets 1,000-man commanders because the higher ranks are better protected.
Security is light for 1,000-man commanders. That much is very true. However, please be cautious, General Luo Yuan. As hard as it really is to lose all of these skilled commanders, there is no substitute for you, so please understand. If you ever were to be slain, General Meng Ao's army would be greatly diminished. I hope you see this clearly.
Understood. But never fear, the assassin will be caught and beheaded tonight.
But in the end, the Qin army was unable to apprehend the culprit of all these killings. Meng Ao's army lost 8 1,000-men commanders mysteriously in that single night. Three days later, Meng Ao's army was preparing to take their very next castle under the strictest of conditions.
Look over there, sir. All those heavy infantry surrounding the main camp where General Meng Ao is currently riding in. Can you see them?
Perhaps your advice worked too well, young sir. Now no one can approach Bai Lao, be they an assassin or an assistant.
This is the same Titan security we'd have during a pitched battle. Has Grandfather picked up on something too? That wall around Luo Yuan is impenetrable. An assassin won't come after them like this. I mean, it's just far too impractical.
What's this? For a second there,
What's up, Shin?
It's like I felt a chill.
Hey, Shin. What's wrong?
Nothing. Come on. Now.
What's the meaning of this, Lian Po? I hear one of your associates has gone off to slay a bunch of Qin commanders with only 300 men in their unit. I could have given him thousands of troops if you'd asked.
Someone like Lun Hu would never misjudge his own ability, if you catch my drift. If he says 300, then 300 it is. It's as simple as that.
But it'd take 300 troops if they had to chip away at one camp. Killing commanders of an army of more than 10,000 strong. And Lun Hu, he's that young man with the feminine appearance, right?
Oh. Do you mean to say the spear I have thrown their way is a light one?
No, not at all.
Excellent. Since you judge only by appearances, allow me to explain so you will understand. Are you quite familiar with Qin's 6 great generals?
Yes, of course.
No. You are not!
Say what? What do you mean, Lian Po? Lian Po!
Indeed. It really felt as though burning lead was being driven directly into my belly. Whenever I faced off against troops led by those very 6 great generals. No matter how many times we fought each other, each time brought pressure so great as to crush all of my insides into sheer paste. Especially Wang Yi's army. His multi-layered defense formation was a veritable iron wall as you'd ever seen. Attempting to take his head would be like stripping yourself naked and then bashing yourself afterwards against that barrier. And yet, Lun Hu did it. Furthermore, having put a chink in that metal wall, it then crossed blades. Wang Yi beyond it. So you now understand. If Lun Hu says 300, 300 is enough. Once he has been loosed from my tight grasp, no one will ever be able to stop him. General! General Luo Yuan!
Not General Luo Yuan.
General Luo Yuan is slain! Say what?
Impossible. How on earth?
The assassin has troops laying in ambush!
Some 300 of them, too.
Here they come! We're up against the 300-man unit!
Over there!
300?
They went that way!
They went down the slope! You down there! Surround them! Don't let them get away!
It's them now. The 300-man unit that killed General Luo Yuan.
They must also be who killed General Guo Bei then.
Ah!
Time for us to get revenge! For General Guo Bei!
What shall I do, Loon Hooser?
Forget about the small fry. Drive them in front and go.
Stopped it! Let go! Ah! I said let go! Ah! Let go! Ow! 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 Let go! Darn it! This guy's grip is insane! You idiot! Let me go! You pest! Quit screwing around!
Loon Hooser.
Go on ahead. I'll be along shortly.
Loon who?
Now that's strange. You're not at all afraid of my bloodlust. You even dodged my sword. Am I getting rusty then? Or are you just really that strong, perhaps? Which is it?
I'm just that strong, obviously.
Right then. And your name?
Shin of the Fei Shin Force!
Straightforward. You are not in here. Shin of the Fei Shin Force, was it? Then I guess I don't need to be killing you. It's your lucky day then. Bye for now.
Wait a minute! Are you the one who killed Guo Bei?
Well, what do you know? I sure did kill him. Oh, right. That was the turn and slash job I did.
Why, you little... You did it again!
It's been a while since I've sparred. Seems like despite his age, this kid has quite a few battles under his belt. A shallow one, so he dodged that too. Oh dear me, isn't this a surprise? It's ever so faint, but this boy already has the air of a general about him. More so than 1,000-man commanders I've been killing, without a shadow of doubt. So even a place like Kin has its promising young buds. My lord would be very eager to see just how he turns out. But I'm afraid I don't care about that. So sorry. An enemy I see must be pulled by the roots.
Exactly. You act like an assassin, but you're a 300-man commander?
I do have 300 men at the moment, but I am no 300-man commander, truthfully. There have been times I've led 1,000, even 10,000 men. Actually, I'm a full-fledged general.
Say what? A general? You're lying to me. A twisted kid like you could never be a general in the first place!
A twisted kid, you wound me. Despite all appearances, I'm in my 30s.
What? 30s?
Well, I think that's enough for today. Your comrades seem to truly idolize you. Good for you. People like that tend to be beloved by the heavens, too.
Heavens?
No matter how talented or powerful you may be, without a touch of luck from above, you'll only meet an early end along your path. I've seen it happen to lots of military men. Like, oh, I don't know, those slain 1,000-man commanders?
You killed them as well?
There are so few. Only a handful of generals are adored by the heavens. Wait, why am I telling you all of this right now? Oh, of course. Because I thought the way he'd just shown somehow reminded me of them a little bit. Shin of the Fei Shin Force. I will be adding you to my list very shortly indeed.
Wait!
I'll let you go just this once. If we should meet again, I will take your life.
Commander! Sir!
Shin! Are you okay? Shin!
So the fool just got away.
What do we do, Shin? Go after him?
A general adored by the heavens.
Shin?
What's up with that? Man, what a sight! Don't you think so, Yuan? That's 1,000 troops. You see that? Yes, I see.
Shin is totally unflappable, even when staring down at 1,000 men.
Amazing! That's our great commander, all right.
He just doesn't know any better. But can he still talk to us like he has been then?
Check out any of the new 700 troops out here. Some are on horseback, and even the infantrymen are all armored.
They are nobility from the warrior class. Wonder if they're really ticked off being lumped in with us farmer types from now on.
Well, probably.
Former members of Gubei's unit! Face Commander Shin right now! Salute!
They are Gubei's unit?
Don't let those nobles beat you down, Shin.
Guobei had quite often told all of us the many remarkable exploits of the Feishin force. We are proud to have been made a part of that unit. Starting today, we will risk our lives as the Feishin force. But please allow us to keep in our hearts as we fight our memories of Guobei cut down too soon, and honor him.
But of course, what is your name?
Chushui, former lieutenant of Guobei's unit. It is a pleasure to meet you.
All right. So, Chushui, you'll also be a lieutenant here. There's a lot of stuff I'd like you to teach me.
Sir.
And we are thrilled to be able to fight alongside Guobei's men. We all welcome you. But as Lieutenant Chushui just said, from here on out, we're all one Feishin force. Here there's no difference between noble and farmer. No difference between old-timer and new recruit. Bring your burdens as long as you fight until death, and give your all. That is the only way that we can all come together as a group. And destroy the enemy! Let's go, Feishin force! We're after the general! And taking Lian Po's head!
Fantastic! Shin is truly amazing, right?
Oh yeah, we've got Guobei's unit with us now.
One element of an excellent general is having a voice. A general needs a powerful voice to convey his words, to address his troops and raise morale as well. And Shin's voice was remarkably effective. All who heard it got a deep sense of the passion contained in every single word he said. It proved to be just what the new 1,000-man Feishin force needed to get off to a phenomenal start. Meanwhile, news of General Lian Po and his army had traveled and reached Xianyang.
Lord Changpeng, why not send reinforcements? They're up against Lian Po.
We had already taken his appearance into account as a precaution. Truthfully, Meng Ao's army has the might required to handle him effectively. Besides, we cannot afford reinforcements right now. As a foothold on the way to the center of Qin, Xianyang is ripe for the taking, as you can see. However, if we go after Xianyang, we won't only be fighting Wei. Han and Chu to the south will make their moves as well. Again, Chu will want to prevent Qin from taking Xianyang. Xianyang here is without a doubt the largest barrier that stands in the way to successfully being able to expand Qin's border, you see.
It is impossible. According to the reports, Meng Ao has 140,000 men, as does Lian Po's Wei army. They cannot defeat Lian Po with an equal number of troops. Our military's high commander doesn't know how fearsome Lian Po is.
While fully aware it presents difficulties, we must act now when we are allied with Zhao.
Whatever happens, we must take Xianyang in this battle. That is, if Qin wants a unified Middle Kingdom.
My lord, what was that look in the king's eyes?
That look meant he knows everything. He knows everything and yet dares to say nothing. Those eyes aren't looking at me and the Queen Dowager. Honestly.
Sir?
Yes, I'm after a unified Middle Kingdom. I cannot stop until I finally reach it. Whether I face a minister or one of the world's greatest generals. Shin. I am the one who made you a promise. And I won't lose, Shin.
All of the heavy struggles within the royal court died down that very day. Though only for a mere moment, the kingdom of Qin came together as one in the capture of Shanyang.
Hey there! Huh? It's the 1,000-man commander, Meng Tian, huh?
Well, well. Hello to you too, 1,000-man Commander Shin. The Fei Xin force has Guobei's troops now, isn't that right?
Oh yeah, actually.
It's not fair. Those are some heavy hitters you got.
It's totally fair. Don't hate.
I would dare say your first meeting with the troops went well then, huh?
You bet. How about you then?
It's easy. I mean, I'm Little Lord Commander. I don't have to say anything and they bow their heads.
That's right. He's Meng Wu's son, and General Meng Ao's grandson on top of that. Not that I see the resemblance.
It may only be temporary, but we are definitely 1,000-man commanders in this battle. Feels like you are rubbing shoulders with generals. When you've got 1,000 men under you, you know?
Yeah. Sure does.
Hey! 1,000-man Commander Shin!
Hey! 1,000-man Commander Meng Tian!
What the heck are they doing?
You two are far too wound up, wouldn't you say?
Oh! Well then. 1,000-man Commander Wang Ben!
Hey! 1,000-man Commander Wang Ben!
Be quiet!
You do not understand the position you're both in whatsoever. As General Meng Ao just said, there are plenty of troops here who are incredibly jealous of our promotions today.
Well, it's not good news for anyone looking to climb the old ladder, you know? Because we're young.
Ha! That's not it at all! Problem is, those jealous types are also found in the upper ranks as well, as you know. If we lose this battle, we'll likely be treated as war criminals.
Suppose we will.
So stop joking around and start thinking tactics instead. A 1,000-man unit is big enough to turn the tide of battle. Big enough to turn the tide? Ugh, Mr. High and Mighty. Why's he always gotta be so uptight? Jerk.
Don't like that. Being a noble truly is a big responsibility. If it's too big for you, you wind up irresponsible just like me. Or a stern, rugged guy just like him. Especially when your father is larger than life.
Huh?
Flanked by two lieutenants' armies, the newly reshuffled Meng Ao army approached their final destination at once. It was Shanyang. Meanwhile, in the castle of Wuangan, in Wei's neighboring land of Zhao,
Urgent message! Shanfei Castle has just fallen to the Qin Army's lieutenant!
Say what?
So quickly? How many is that now?
Meng Ao's army has taken 3. These lieutenants have taken 5. And then... Now, the other lieutenant has taken castle number 8.
8, you say?
And in such a short time!
Meng Ao's army is strong as I'd expected. But his lieutenants are stronger than I had hoped and anticipated. Just how did I overlook them so completely? Who are these two?
Li Mu, sir.
This isn't good. If Qin manages to successfully take Shenyang right now, they'll gain a major foothold into the Middle Kingdom's interior. We should be sending reinforcements to Wei to help put a stop to this. It would definitely help in this regard. But we can't now, not with this alliance in the way. So Lord Changping's the one who put together this direct assault on Shenyang, wasn't he? It's indeed a bold move, and one he can only make now.
Urgent! General Lian Pa has passed Shenyang Castle. Passed it? He didn't go inside.
So it's a field battle?
Amazing. It's just as Li Mu predicted.
General Liang Po does seem incredibly confident. Let us watch the battle develop and then pray that he is victorious in the end.
But will that be enough?
In all likelihood, the Wei army will win. In any case, there's no general alive who could defeat him face to face at the moment. And I include myself. That should definitely tell you a little something about him.
It had been about 2 months since the Qin army had initiated its invasion of Wei. At long last, Lian Po had arrived at Shenyang, where the decisive battle would be held. However, the reason Lian Po hadn't positioned himself in the more advantageous mountain terrain was because the Qin army's lieutenant was already there at the time.
I'll give them full marks for that, I suppose.
Tiger! A tiger! Shin, look! You said you wanted to see a tiger, right?
Be quiet! What are you, nuts? Don't you be interrupting Shin right now. Those 4 are busy, coming up with precise strategies for the 1,000-man Feishan force.
Now move the 3rd squadron 2 to the right.
Zongtai, 2 squares right. No, that's left. 2 to our right. Not 3 squares, 2! No, that's left. I already told you.
Then when the 1st squadron circles around, we'll win. Well, maybe.
Where on earth did you manage to study tactics, Qianglei?
Study? I didn't. It's just something I thought up. That's all.
Are you some kind of genius, perhaps?
Qianglei really is something. But you should see him with his sword out, so watch out. Believe me, you'll be really glad you're on the same side, too. Anyway, all this looks good. Let's see what other strategies we can come up with.
Sir.
Lian Pa, sir. A Qin army lieutenant has arrived at Mount Liu at this moment. They're taking position there.
On Mount Liu? Whatever for? That mountain is a good distance from what should be the battlefield.
Have they gotten the place wrong, then? Or perhaps they have cold feet? If that was on purpose, that's one real quirky general, I dare say.
Strategists who favor change habitually look to keep a distance at all costs.
That sounds just like a certain ever-changing old man I know very well. And what's going on now with Meng Ao's main army at that?
They are in the countryside. We expect them to arrive tomorrow.
Our troops should all be in place by tomorrow as well.
Well then, the battle begins tomorrow. Bring liquor! We celebrate our impending victory. Every single soldier will get a drink too.
Tomorrow.
Ready? Go! Wait a second! You don't hit with your head! I'll show you! Whoa! You both lost now! What are you doing?
What a bunch of dolts!
You ready? No!
Go, Long Chuan!
Alright, let's go, Long Chuan.
But...
Go on, Long Chuan. It doesn't matter if he's the commander.
Just don't get hurt, boss man.
There's too big a gap in strength between us, I fear. But what should I do? If I just up and beat him...
What was that, Shin? Some commander you are! Useless moron dummy fool!
That's Long Chuan. Maybe he should really be our commander from now on.
Yeah, that's right. Commander Long Chuan!
Commander Long Chuan! Oh. Commander Long Chuan! Commander Long Chuan! I could live with that.
Okay, here it goes.
Yao told me once, these contests aren't about brute strength at all. There's always a trick to them. First, as you clasp hands, try to look weak, but don't get found out just yet. The second it begins, use all your joints to move the strength from all your muscles into your right arm and make it explode!
And go!
That's insane!
I knew you could do it, Shen!
Commander Shin!
How'd you like that?
Commander Shin!
Huh?
Commander Shin! Commander Shin!
What's up, Kyung-Lei?
Shin, do you have a moment? We really need to talk. I don't have my feet on the ground like you guys do. That is why I'm not moving forward like the rest of you are. And that is because I have not avenged my sister Jeanne still. I clearly remember the unbearable pain that moment brought me. And yet, I put my revenge aside for a while, and I wound up right here, with you all. I'm certain that's because this here, this is the only home I have to go back to since the moment of that pain. Hey, Shin. It's exactly like you said. There's definitely so much more to life after revenge. Otherwise, how can Jian rest easy with her dreams of the world? And I must admit that I share her dreams as well. But that road lies far beyond my avenging Xian. Do you understand what I mean? That's why I'm leaving when this battle is finally over and done with. I don't know how many months, how many years it will take, but I will have my revenge. And once I have, when I come back here, finally then, I think I should be able to move forward. With you guys in the Facian Force, you'll all be my home.
Lemmy!
Actually, you know what? I was just thinking you ought to be doing something exactly like that, really. When you said we needed to talk, I was terrified you were leaving right now, you know?
I won't leave until my job is done.
This battle will kind of be like your parting gift then. Let's win it, Kyung-Lei.
Yeah.
You know what? You are pretty cute. Especially when you smile.
What?
A message from the General to all of our troops. The Wei Army's 1st Brigade, as well as the Qin's Army's lieutenants, have arrived at Shanyang, our final destination. Both armies are in a standoff as they await their allies' arrival. The Wei Army is gathering as we speak. We cannot possibly let them get the jump on us. Now we march, every single one of us. The deciding battle is nigh. Forward!
Now this is more like it.
Yes.
All right, let's go! Vision Force!
That's why I'm leaving when this battle is finally over and done with. I don't know how many months, how many years it will take, but I will have my revenge. And once I have, when I come back here, finally then, I think I should be able to move forward. With you guys in the Feitian Force, you'll all be my home.
Let's win it, Kyung-Lei.
Yeah.
Shanyang, the key position holding down Western Wei, is home to 4 castle towns. Exactly west of those lay the Liuyi Plains. Despite the name, these plains are complex terrain, encompassing great mountains, forests, and even swampland as well. Here, where one trades ease of movement willingly for the ability to enact an impressively vast myriad of tactics, was the site the unparalleled martial master Lian Po had chosen for the battle.
So you have come, Meng Ao.
I'm afraid I still don't quite understand. I'm afraid I don't believe Meng Ao is powerful enough to really entertain my lord.
No, not at all. Meng Ao is the most common general you could ever come across. And yet, despite this very fact, he somehow has a lot of campaigns under his belt. It's as Wang Yi told me. In place of any actual ability, Meng Ao possesses really powerful twin swords instead of that, you see.
Twin swords, he said.
Seems Meng Ao's 2 lieutenants are just absolute monsters, the likes of which the world has truly never seen before them. Well then, my dearest Meng Ao, we are quite anxious to see you swing them around before us. These very special little twin swords of yours.
Qin commanding General Meng Ao and his army had arrived at the Liuyi Plains, site of this decisive battle.
have been waiting for you.
Our esteemed General Meng Ao.
Really fine work, you two.
What's with them down there?
Oh, right. You really don't know, do you, Shin?
Not you again.
Those are Grandfather's 2 lieutenants there.
Lieutenants?
General Huan Yi and General Wang Jian.
Huan Yi and Wang Jian? Never heard of them. They must really not be that great, huh?
What are you talking about, Shin? They're monsters, both of them.
Huh? They're monsters?
In fact, most of Grandfather's military successes truly are thanks to them. Neither one is well known as a general because of particular reasons, you see.
What reasons?
Well, General Huan Yi was once the head of a big band of marauders whose controlling territory was the mountains of southern Qin.
Say what?
He's a real brutal man. Even after being appointed general, he can't shake the violent temper of his marauder days. They say Huan Yi once took down a castle town and beheaded every single one of its inhabitants mercilessly all by himself.
Every inhabitant? Oh man.
Huan Yi, the headhunter. That heavy nickname still follows him around to this very day.
He's simply the worst kind of brute. How'd he become a lieutenant anyway?
Because he's a war genius, you see. Back when he was a marauder, Qin sent out all kinds of punitive forces to put a stop to his cruelty. However, they never managed to successfully win out over Huan Yi's unique tactics, strategies that no one could have ever taught him in the first place. Yes, perhaps it was very shameful for Grandfather to take him on right now, but even setting all of that aside, his power really more than makes up for it.
So what exactly is the deal with that Wang Jian general?
General Wang Jian is simply Wang Ben's father.
Huh?
And that means he is the current head of the same Wang clan that gave us the great General Wang Yi.
Head of the Wang clan? Like General Wang Yi was.
Young sir! Hurry, please!
You got it! Coming!
Meng Tian, wait up! Earlier you said that both those lieutenants had reasons. So what exactly is Wang Jian's reason then?
Wang Jian is just perhaps the most dangerous man in Qin. He has been driven into the deep shadows ever since the time of King Zhao's ruling.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, you see, from what I hear, he has a particularly high ambition he wishes to achieve. Word is, he very much wants to be king.
King, you say? How can that be?
I will really be counting on you yet again, dear gentlemen.
Meanwhile, the Wei army had also arrived at the Lui Plains. There, atop Mount Malian and overlooking the main forces, stood Wei's commanding general, Bai Guishi.
What is this?
Our lord isn't the commanding general?
I don't know this Bai Guishi. Who on earth is he?
I believe that he was one of the lieutenants in General Wu Qing's battle against Qin.
Yes, the coward who turned tail the very second Wang Yi glared at him at once.
I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening to any of this nonsense.
Well then, surprised, aren't you? I'm glad I didn't say anything.
This is really no laughing matter, my lord. What is the true meaning of all this, then? Why is he our commanding general?
Reason number one is morale. Well, those both in Wei and abroad currently believe that I have been kept off the battlefield these past 3 years purposely because of the sheer lack of the king's trust in me. My sudden turn-up as a commanding general would hardly boost the Wei troops' morale.
very good points.
But what's more, by using this man with nothing to recommend him but the inexplicable love of his countrymen, this Zhen Yangshi,
It's Bai Guishi, my lord.
I can pull the strings from the shadows. It's just much easier that way. And, well, there are other additional reasons, I suppose, too.
Oh. You have a guilty conscience because you still miss Zhao, right? Oh.
Understood, my lord. If it is your decision, we will accept it gladly.
You do seem happy to be on the battlefield again.
As do you all, Bai Guishi. Get over here. Time for the usual now.
Woohoo!
The usual?
Ji Shifang.
My lord?
Good fortune.
And on you, my lord.
Next up, Lun Hu.
Yeah! It's been so long!
Good fortune to you.
That's the stuff!
Next up, Qian Yan.
Sir.
Next, Zhuan Fang, come here.
I think not.
Next, Bai Guishi.
I know, I just don't think that...
May fortune be with you.
The pain. Oh, the heat. What is this? This sensation. This elation. I feel this power from the pit of my stomach. Power welling up swiftly all through me.
Now then, shall we get started? What do you all think?
Sir!
Sir!
Take your positions now.
The Wei's army's commanding general is not Lian Po! It's Bai Guishi! Repeat, Wei's commanding general is Bai Guishi! Lian Po's not in charge of this whole thing? Why wouldn't he be?
And chill, my lord. If it's not Lian Po, then.
Things just got tricky. Now we can't count on Lian Pa to be in the main force.
Lian Po, no matter what moves you make, I will no longer be perplexed. I have strengthened my resolve since I battled you last.
Wen Jian, sir. A smoke signal from the camp. Good luck in battle, it says.
That's a new thing? Old Bai Lao is getting worked up for once right now.
Lian Po, it is I who shall have the last laugh. You will see. First unit, take the vanguard now! Forward!
we go!
Yufeng force coming through!
Wang Ben. Seems like he got folded into the first unit. He's gonna get all the glory before us again.
An ad hoc 1,000-man squad in the first unit? That's rough. I'm sure that's a straw even Wang Ben didn't want to draw.
First unit! You couldn't ask for a better opportunity. Wouldn't you say so, sir? Let's show both the Wei Army and our allies the absolute and sheer potency of the Yufeng force right now!
Yes. And him as well.
Message from the General to all troops of the first unit, so listen carefully now. This crucial first foray will definitely determine the very direction of the war. Use all your power to crush the enemy!
Lun Hu, sir. We are prepared for mobilization.
Okay.
It's so quiet. You think our army's first unit will be alright starting up just like this?
First unit, charge now!
Shall we?
Don't falter! Go surround that spear boy and take him down immediately!
Oh no! The first unit is being forced back swiftly! Shall I send the second unit?
No need to panic. I'll have you know this is when your Wei soldiers really start to shine. Wait for it and see. Huh?
The 5th unit will push in on the left.
Sir!
7th unit, lead them to the right. 8th unit, you must rush in right there.
Yes, sir. 5th unit, adjust formation. Go to the left and strike the enemy. 8th unit, charge right now!
My lord was definitely right. Wei's troops are all business. I may be a stranger, but they still follow my orders to the letter. Quite commendable. Let's see. Right now. I guess I'll get started. Might as well.
Our army has now pushed them right back, and they're taking the offensive, it appears.
There he goes, finally. Lun Hu!
General Two-Man! 1,000-man commander
What? Tai Yun's squad was a temporary 1,000-man unit, so they weren't strong enough after all.
General! The enemy's elite unit has attacked Yan Bi's squad, and 1,000-man commander Yan Bi has fallen!
What did you say? Yan Bi's squad was another temporary 1,000-man unit, just like Tai Yun's also was. It can't be! Is someone now targeting them?
The 4th unit is struggling!
Call back the 2nd unit and send them as reinforcements immediately!
Sir!
The right garrison is being pushed back!
What's taking them? 7th unit, you are much too slow!
The 9th unit has been captured at the rear.
What?
The squad is moving slower with these extra 700 troops. Slower than we're used to with the Yu Feng force.
Now! Go help the 9th unit now! I will stay and protect Wang Ben.
Sir! The slower we move, the more it will take to tease open a seam now. These new soldiers are skilled, but I knew they just didn't measure up to the battle-bred 300 men that have been in the Yu Feng force. But I didn't know how much it would hold us back fighting beside them as we currently are.
Wang Ben, sir! Lieutenant Fan Yang! There's a new wave coming from the left! From the left, too? Fine! Send the 3rd unit after them right now! But first the right! Get the right unit back into formation, quickly!
No. First, we must face this.
Look close and you can tell which squads are under command and which squads aren't whatsoever. The former is strong, of course, and the latter is quite weak. Furthermore, all of the weak squads in the Qin army truly are my handiwork, having assassinated all of those commanders and forced them to form temporary squads purposely.
I see. So you're the one responsible for killing our 1,000-man commanders at Jinliguan.
Bingo, Mr. 1,000-man commander for a day. So right now, I'll take your life, too.
Defend General Wang Ben!
I wonder if you can.
Move now.
Me? Move now?
I've got this one.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người, chào mừng mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Sao lại đi vào đây? Còn số 3 còn chơi nữa đâu hả bác? Số 3 không chơi nữa rồi. Trời ơi. Red. Rồi đi thì thôi. Nhai. Thế là số 2 kia mà mình mới chạy bộ ở bao giờ. Bò xa vãi trưởng. Cái thằng này nó còn ra muốn ra nhà xác mà. giờ mới xong. Có thằng kia mới đi vào sâu sâu đi bác ơi. Tưởng nó vào sâu sâu mà đi vào đây là cái gì? Trời ơi. Đi sang bên này.
I got supplies.
Không đi à? Giờ quá trời rồi. Chúng ngồi trên đây là con chó. No, we are both. Mẹ nói chứ. Nằm tốt hơn vậy đó. Cứu nhau đó. Chúng nó xuống rồi. Cứu nhau rồi. Ừ. Rồi. Không biết chó nó quá. Wow. Bán thơm kiểu Ôi. Ok, vậy mình sẽ chúc video tại đây, hẹn gặp mọi người video tiếp theo. Xin chào.